You are so welcome to day one of this Yin Yoga Bedtime Challenge. We'll be meeting here every day for the next 30 days to do a Yin Yoga session before bed. This will help you to unwind, relax, and stretch more throughout this month. We'll be starting with a nice full body deep stretch, holding each pose for between 2 to 3 minutes. You can start by coming into butterfly pose, sitting on your mat, or if your hips are feeling tight today, you can always sit on a cushion or a yoga block. Rotate your pelvis so it's rotating forward rather than backwards. And the soles of your feet are together. The closer you have your feet to you, the more intense this stretch is going to be. So find that position which is appropriate for you. Don't force your knees down, just let them be. And when you're ready, you can start to fold forward, rounding your spine and dropping your head. We'll be here for 3 minutes. Feeling butterfly pose within your groin, throughout your lower back, maybe along your spine as well. Start to drop your awareness inwards, feeling all of the sensations within your body. At the same time, attaching some of your awareness to your breath. You don't have to force anything or do any kind of fancy breath work with Yin. Just notice yourself breathing in and notice yourself breathing out. For your last minute here in butterfly pose, unclench your jaw, relax your facial muscles. If your mind started thinking throughout that hold, that's completely normal, don't worry. But for your last few breaths, just try to focus completely on your breathing or on your body. And then I'll let you know when it's time to release the pose. Fingertips can come back to the mat. Use the breath in to slowly push yourself back up. When you're there, you can lean back on your hands, leaning far back. Ask your knees to come back together. And from here, we'll do some windshield wipers, just gently dropping the knees from side to side. Pausing, of course, if it feels good to do so. Also taking this opportunity to open up your chest and your shoulders after you were hunched forward on them. The next pose that we'll practice is Sphinx Pose, so you can come down to lie on the front of your body. Have your elbows in front of you on the mat, and then hold the elbows with opposite hands. This will let you know how far apart to keep your elbows. Forearms can come back onto the mat, fingers spread wide apart. Legs and feet can be whatever distance apart feels most comfortable for you. And take a moment just to prop your chest up. Imagine you have a headlight on your chest and it's shining forward in front of you so you can see. You can gaze straight out in front of you, or you can allow your head to drop, stretching through the back of your neck. We'll be here in Sphinx Pose for 3 minutes. This time bringing more of our awareness into our lower back, and perhaps into your upper spine, your shoulders and chest. Attach your awareness to those tiny sensations that you might be feeling within those areas. Observe your breath, different now that your body is in a different position. Observing your thoughts as they come into your mind, and then gently closing the door on them so you can bring your awareness back to your body, back to your breath. And I'll let you know when it's time to release Sphinx Pose. You can slowly make your way down into Crocodile Pose, stacking your hands on top of each other, bringing your left cheek onto your hands, and your big toes come to find each other. Heels dropping out towards the edges of your mat. Resting here for 1 minute to feel the reverberation of Sphinx Pose within your body. We have an option now to take things a little bit deeper than Sphinx Pose. But if you feel as though Sphinx Pose was as intense as you'd like to go today, then that's okay. You can stay resting in Crocodile Pose, or you can just repeat Sphinx Pose again for the next minute. But if you would like to go a little bit deeper, this time you can bring your hands next to your chest, feet come apart again. Lift up your entire upper body until your arms are relatively straight, finding yourself now in seal pose, and we'll stay here for 1 minute. If this feels too intense, you can have your hands further away from you. And if you would like to come into a true seal, you can bring your hands to the edges of your yoga mat and let your fingertips point away from you. Looking straight ahead, or to go deeper, you can gaze diagonally up. Wherever you are, slowly come back down. Big ah here if you need to let it out. Making your pillow with your hands again, this time resting your right cheek onto your pillow. Big toes come to kiss each other, your heels drop down. Now we'll counter that pose with child's pose. Slowly lifting yourself up again, bringing your knees in underneath you. Keep them as close to each other as is comfortable for you. That will really help your spine to round again after we've been arching it. And then your forehead can come down to the yoga mat. If it doesn't make it, you can rest it onto your hands or onto a yoga block or cushion. If you're not using your hands, bring them back to rest next to your feet with your palms facing up. We'll stay here for 1 minute. Fingertips can come back to the yoga mat. Breathe in and push yourself back up. Once you're there, you can come to sit in a comfortable position. We'll be here for the next few minutes, so if you do need to sit up on a cushion or a yoga block, please feel free to do that. Shifting our focus up into the shoulders and the upper back now, we'll practice eagle arms. So you can begin by reaching your right arm out in front of you and pushing it away. Left arm swings in underneath. First option is to hold opposite shoulders. Second option, to go a little bit deeper, is to take a twist into your arms so your palms are touching each other. Wherever you are is absolutely fine. You can go a little bit deeper by lifting your elbows up and dropping your chin towards your chest. We'll be here for 2 minutes. Feeling all those stretches around your shoulder cuff, throughout your upper back, maybe even into the back of your neck. Noticing how when you breathe in, you're amplifying those stretches. And when you breathe out, you're letting that tension out of your body. Your body might invite you to go a little bit deeper to explore your next edge. And if that's happening, you can gradually lift your elbows a little bit higher. Find your center. Keep breathing. Now slowly undo your arms, bringing your hands back down and just pausing to feel the echo of eagle arms within your shoulders. If you're sitting cross-legged on your mat, you might switch your front foot now so the opposite foot is in front. Getting a little bonus stretch into our opposite hip this way. And this time your left arm can reach out in front, right arm comes in underneath. Hold your shoulders or find that twist and gently lift your elbows up as you drop your head down. You can unravel your arms, resting your hands down, and once again pausing. Feeling the effects of the pose slowly fizzle away from your shoulders. Feeling yourself breathe in and out. From the seated position, we'll bring our awareness up into our neck and do some gentle neck stretches. You can start by dropping your left ear over your left shoulder, feeling the stretch within the right side of your neck. And the head can come back to center. Drop your right ear over your right shoulder. Tune into the left side of your neck. Come back to center. This time, look up. And then start to migrate down so your eyes can find the mat or the floor. Come back to center and now turn your head to look over your left shoulder. And now turn your head to look over your right shoulder. You can come back to center. You might bring your palms together or just have your hands resting in your lap, however feels comfortable. Drop your head slightly and close your eyes. Find your breath. Feel this new energy within your body that you have created by making it to your yoga mat tonight. There is a 10-minute Savasana video that you can click into now and go and do 10 more minutes on your mat. I really encourage you to do that if you do have the time. It'll help your body to relax further and to soak in all the benefits of the poses that you've practiced. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and leave a comment below to let me know that you're doing this challenge. I will see you back here tomorrow for day 2. But until then, take good care of yourself. Good night and goodbye.